special Wednesday night TV history trivia. As always, of course, I am your host. Let me go and get everything synced in here together real quick. That way I can read the comments and stuff. Booyah, there I is. Throw a little love up for myself. Toss up a little PSA. And there we is. See where my settings at. Back down on 480 again. Oh well. Alright, let's see here. Hey, Sarah. Good to see you, love. Yep, you caught an evening stream. Now we'll see who else shows up. Pumpkin spice. Gotta love it. Hey, Squirrel Sniper. Yeah, starting to say you're 5 hours ahead of us over there. So yeah. Yep. 1 minute after midnight. Welcome, welcome, bud. Hey, Terry. Good to see you. Hope everybody is doing well tonight. Sorry about last night. I wanted to do it last night, but with the storms coming through, power kept going on and off. Wi-Fi kept going on and or Monday night, I mean. Wi-Fi kept going on and off. Power kept going on and off. So it was just easier to just turned into a pump. Yeah, that's synchronicity. Yep. I got me some pumpkin spice creamer. It is so good. But yeah, we'll give us here another, 12 minutes or so. We'll fire into some TV history trivia. The first part of the quiz is going to be pretty easy questions. They will get harder as we go on. Now, I have not... Hey, Squatch, good to see you, my friend. I have not had a chance to go through all the questions. Anybody... They might be mixed. I mean, there might be things from the UK. There might be things from France. There might be things from America, Canada. I don't know. I do not know. Frankly, I would absolutely love to find a BBC history TV trivia. I love shows that come out of the UK, especially out of the BBC. I grew up watching them. All those classics like Benny Hill and Monty Python and The Vicar and, oh God, what was the one with the old lady? I can't remember her name. Let me see here real quick. I did a new intro. Spance, good to see you. Me, the real Noel. The same Noel before. Just a YouTube watcher for now. Good man. Good man. Hey Jan, good to see you. Miss Marple. It was an old lady and her husband, and she was a busybody. That's what it was. She was a busybody. Had to know everything going on in her neighborhood and stuff. I used to love the vicar, though. Be honest with you, the girl that played the vicar was probably my first crush. The Good Life. That's what it was, The Good Life. Hey, Ian. Good to see you, bud. I'm glad for you to see me, I guarantee. But yep, I never heard anything from Danny about a podcast tonight, so I figured we would go ahead and do this tonight. Um, of course, tomorrow we will have another video coming out, the last one of the week. Um, what was I going to say to you guys? Oh, yeah. Please, 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 when you watch the videos, please share them out to all your friends, family, etc., and make sure and tell them to share them out as well and to pass the word along. That's the only way we grow. And we kind of fizzled again. We got up there to 540. We had 543 members of the family the other day. It fell back down to like 541 and stayed there. We aren't even at half the views on the video from yesterday that we should be according to the algorithm. That's the normal. Half would be 25. We're only at 20 views since yesterday. So please, 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 please share them out. Make sure and tell everyone that you share them out to share them out. That way we can keep growing. Jay says hi. He had to go get gas for the grill. He ran out mid-burger. Oh no. Not mid-burger. That's terrible. That is terrible. Of course, we're running for 3 hours tonight, guys. We are looking at some different investigations and things like that is going to cost us. We're also looking at fuel to get back and forth to them, possibly overnight stays. I'm trying to build up a little bit of a living history mystery savings account type deal to help with some new equipment, videos, gas, investigations, things like that. So any and all donations that roll in, that's what they're going to be going to, is our own little savings account. I'm at 287 subs, so I'm heading for 300. We'll be getting my Dimension Portal soon. How you doing, man? Y'all do. Hey, Bubba. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wanted to let you guys see this too, by the way. Jan done me a little something, and managed to get these brand new stickers. Now, I want to show you the difference here. This right here was the old sticker. Now, I want y'all to see the size difference here. This was the old one that we give away during Ghost-orama. And here's the brand new one. It's actually got, Living Histories Mysteries across the bottom and the YouTube logo. So, but yep, these are the brand new stickers. Of course, we will be sending out stickers with Christmas cards and stuff this year. And, somebody sends us actual mail that a postal carrier carries or something like that, when I write back, I'll throw a sticker in there with it too. So, let me see here. Please, everyone, if you're able to donate, it'd be greatly appreciated. We want to get through Dimension Portal. I'd love to have a Dimension Portal. Very bigger, Fisher history. Bigger is better. Amen to that. Amen to that. Well, it's what they say anyway. I don't know if I buy it or not, but that's the rumor. Decals available, $3 each, payable to Mr. History. Well, you guys heard my my business, my financial advisor. So, if you would like to have a decal to put on your vehicle or something, because I'm collecting them myself. Any decals that people have out there and around, any merch that anybody has, I am more than happy to advertise it on my vehicle, advertise it in the videos, whatever. If you've got decals, you've got t-shirts, anything like that, let me know. I'll get you a mailing address, send them to me. I'll put your stuff right out there. Oh, it's the kid running through the house. I was starting to say, we aren't supposed to have any thunder or anything tonight. All right, let me see here. 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes. And we will get to rolling on the TV history trivia. We're discussing more merch for Drew in the future. You heard her, guys. Mayhem. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. Thank you for coming in and joining us. All right, Jay's back. He's got the new gas tank hooked on the grill. Burgers are back to cooking again. Everybody let Jay know what you want on your burger. Of course, it's probably not going to look all that good once it arrives in the mail, but, you know. Here for support. Mayhem anytime, my friend. Anytime. Hot dog, we'll have burgers. There you go. My wife made chicken and dumplings tonight. She made chicken and homemade dumplings tonight, and my goodness, it was good. Only thing we were missing was some mashed taters. Gobbled me down a big old bowl of chicken and dumplings. Got about a half hour of TV in and thought, yep, now I'm committed to everyone for the next 3 hours. That's what we need to do. We need to share this puppy out. I didn't share this thing out. Thank you for saying something. Oh, I know. And what's really sad, what's really, really sad, Mayhem, is this dumpling recipe. that I found online is about that close to being as good as my grandma's dumplings. Now, you know, grandmas, they make all that stuff with love. They make all that. Now, granted, my grandma taught me how to cook. Since starting the YouTube channel, well, let me rephrase that. Since starting historic reenacting and then starting the YouTube channel, I started trying more international stuff. I make shepherd's pie. I make Scotch eggs. Sadly enough, I can't get the stuff for haggis here. A lot of that stuff, the Food and Drug Administration don't think is actual food. They think of it as livestock food. So I make an Americanized version of haggis. Sadly enough, even using natural meat and the herbs and everything, you can't find a sheep's stomach, so I have to use a boiling bag. But it works the same way. So let me see here. They want us to eat more bugs, less meat. Screw that. Bring on the burgers. Amen to that. I would have driven up there. I love Frankfurter with cheese inside the sausage. Amen. Amen. Oh, let me see here. International coffee is the closest thing I get to being exotic. Well, y'all see how international I get. Pumpkin spice coffee mate. Well, no, I take that back. If I can find Irish cream coffee mate, I use that. If not, Italian sweet cream. So, alright guys, it is that time. It is just a couple minutes after my start date I was going for. So let me get this thing back to live again. I had a little spinny that set me back. And let us get fired up. Where was the show, The Wire? What city was the show, The Wire, filmed in? What city was the show The Wire filmed in? It was not Atlanta. Baltimore. Baltimore. The show The Wire was filmed in Baltimore. What science fiction TV series rekindled in the early 2000s had Cylons as evil robots? What sci-fi series rekindled in the early 2000s had Cylons as evil robots? It was Battlestar Galactica, which is really kind of ironic because I mentioned Cylons in tomorrow's video strictly by accident because I got like majorly tongue-tied doing the clips for the video, and I like really botched it up like 3 or 4 times. Of course, you know, I've got all those bloopers at the end of the video, so I know how much you guys love watching me screw up. Alright, yep, Apollo, Starbuck, Adama, Athena, Boxy, Moffat, all of them. God, I remember that show. Used to love that. That was one of the shows me and my daddy always watched together. Family Guy takes place in which state? Family Guy takes place in which state? Pass. Rhode Island. That is correct. Family Guy takes place in Quahog, Rhode Island. Which American drama series was the first to react to September 11th? Which TV drama series was the first to react to September 11th? Which TV drama series was the first to react to September 11th? I'll give you a hint. This series was supposedly filmed in Washington, D.C. It was not Chicago Fire. It was West Wing. Good job, Terry. It was West Wing. Make you remember back quite a few years for this one. Who was the youngest male to win American Idol? Who was the youngest male to win American Idol? I'm going to switch this thing around right here real quick so I can actually see the chat going up there instead of having to keep doing this, looking around the arm. You know, you got this little arm thing that comes out here and kind of gets in the middle of things. Who was the youngest male winner of American Idol? It was not Clay Aiken. And you're welcome for the hint, Terry, by the way. It was not Clay Aiken. Who was the youngest male winner on American Idol? If I remember correctly, this young man was a redhead and actually went on to release an album after winning American Idol. At least I think he was a redhead. You guys know me, I've got a memory about as long as a centipede's tallywhacker. So, I don't remember. I remember seeing him on like VH1 or something, possibly CMT, actually singing a song. But that's about all I remember about him. From a famous family. I believe so, Squirrel. I believe so. Youngest male winner of American Idol. We're looking for Scotty McCreery. Scotty McCreery. What sports game featured the first TV advertisement? What sports game featured the first TV advertisement? You saw him in concert, huh? I remember him being good, but like I said, I don't remember much about him. Hello, Tony. Good to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well today, sir. What sports game featured the first TV advertisement? Get back down here. Get back down here. Get off down. Get off down. Go back up. It was American, squirrel. It was American. Burnaby, good to see you tonight. Hope you're doing well. You are correct, Jay and Squirrel. It was baseball. It was a baseball game, but now for 10,000 points, of course, you guys know the points don't matter. It's kind of like a re-election run for Biden. Um, for 10,000 extra points, do you know who was playing that ball game? It was not the Sox. It was not the Reds. Was not the Reds and New York. It was not the Braves. One of them was from California. One of them was from the East Coast. The Mr. Coffee guy. It was the Dodgers and the Phillies. Dodgers and Phillies was the first American baseball game that actually aired TV advertisements. Good job, Jay. The American crime drama Narcos was filmed and set in what city? The American crime drama Narcos was filmed and set in what city? That was a good guess. Was a very good guess. The American crime drama Narcos was filmed and set in what city? It actually was not Mexican. Let me do a little investigating here real quick. Okay, I was right. I was right. My 35-year memory was correct. Um, for those of you who have been with me the longest, you know I done my military service. Where did I? This city where this show was filmed at was filmed right next to the base I done my basic training at. It was not Detroit. Say, I've told you guys before where I done my basic training, where I done my AIT, and what my permanent duty station was. AIT was Fort Gordon, Georgia. Permanent duty station was Fort Benjamin Harrison, Indiana. Where did I do my basic training at? This is going to show me how many people sleep during the live stream. Who is dinging me? Okay. Done my basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, which is right next to Columbia, South Carolina. Columbia, the city that Narcos was filmed and set in. Of course, for those of you that didn't know, Alex Trebek passed away, the former host of Jeopardy. Back in 2004, Jeopardy had a winner that went home with $2.5 million. Does anybody remember who that was? Back in 2004, who went home from Jeopardy with $2.5 million? You're gonna clean up tonight, girl. Mm-mm-mm. It wasn't me. Exactly. Exactly. It wasn't me either, Tony. What was the subject of the first ever advertisement on TV? What was let me phrase it like it should be phrased. What was the product of the first ever TV advertisement? What was the product of the first ever TV advertisement? U.S. I don't know though. I mean, it could have been a big thing in the UK too. I think they're made over there. Believe it or not, it was not laundry soap or cigarettes. Oh, is Jay cheating? We'll take away all Jay's points. What was the product of the first ever TV advertisement? It was not Ford or alcohol. It was not cereal. It was actually something you could wear. It was not Hanes. It was not a mask nor pantyhose. It was not Brill cream. I'm going to tell you what, guys. I'm going to lose this vest and shirt real quick while y'all are thinking about this. I thought I could do it, even with this fan running back here. I'm starting to get wet. Might be the heat. Might be you fine looking people. I don't know. But I'm going to put on a t-shirt. I've been drinking, so nothing makes sense right now. What was the product in the first ever TV advertisement? That's what we're working on right now. I'll be back. Boom. 78, Jan. 78 right now. And you are right, Jan. It was Belova watches. Belova watches was the product in the first ever TV advertisement. Next question. What character was the President of the United States in the West Wing? What character was the President of the United States in the West Wing? She heard me say the answer. Cheating or not, she typed it first. Hey, Templar. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well tonight. What character was the president of they actually want his character name. You are correct on the person, Terry, but they actually want his character name. What character was the President of the United States in the West Wing? Only answer I'll get tonight. I don't know. You might get a few of these. Yes, waiting for my baked potato melt for dinner. Ooh, that sounds good. Baked tater melt. President something. Well, it wasn't Biden. I know, we miss having you and Jay here, Jan. It was really nice having you guys here, and I can't wait for you to come back. What character? I should say now that we know his actual name. What Martin Sheen character was the President of the United States in the West Wing? What Martin Sheen character was the President of the United States in the West Wing? I actually watched. What about a cupcake? Don't yell cupcakes at a fat guy, then walk away. Jeez, criminy. Something about how far is Benton Harbor from me? Not as far as Paw Paw is. Might be the same distance as Paw Paw. I'll let her know you said hi, Jan, but yeah, she was in and out that quick. You heard it. Something about a cupcake and back out the door. I actually watched the first season, but remember nothing. It doesn't seem as far because it's a lot more scenic. You're going through the country to get to Benton Harbor, so there's a lot more to see. Old 100-plus-year-old churches, our local counties, canine training facility, a lot of orchards and vineyards. The oldest business in the state of Michigan. You'll drive right by there. So there's a lot to see. Jay got it, y'all. It is, well, Josiah Bartlett, but close enough. She should have brought you one. We'll have more equipment when we come next year. Hopefully I'll have a little bit too. In what year did Sesame Street first premiere on PBS? In what year did Sesame Street first premiere on PBS? Good. I'm glad. I can't wait. It was not 1967. It was not 1965. It was 1969. I was 9 months old when I sat down and watched the first ever episode of Sesame Street. (1969). Good job, Terry. What famous 1968 Star Trek episode featured a kiss between Captain Kirk and Uhura? What famous 1968 Star Trek episode featured a kiss between Captain Kirk and Uhura? Thought I was younger than 9 when I saw it. Sad, yeah, right. What famous 1968 Star Trek episode featured a kiss between Captain Kirk and Lieutenant Uhura? It was not Who Mourns for Adonis. You're thinking up the right line, though. You're thinking up the right line. Here's a little hint for you. One of the greatest philosophers in history's name was featured in the title. One of the greatest philosophers in history's name was part of the title. It was Plato's stepchildren. It was Plato's stepchildren. Good job, Jay. Even though Jan says you're cheating, good job. Which famous TV series featured a reference or a picture of Superman in every episode? Which famous TV series featured a reference or a picture of Superman in every single episode? Which famous TV series featured a reference or a picture of Superman in every single episode? Hey, Sarah. It was Seinfeld. Good job, Terry. My God, y'all. This girl is tearing y'all up. She's tearing it up tonight. She is on the ball. She has got her TV trivia book opened up and she is finding this stuff that quick. Yeah, Superman had Superman in every episode, but they were wanting another one. They were wanting that other series that had Superman every episode. A good friend of mine used to write for Seinfeld. Very cool. Very cool. You got him on the phone, don't you? Jay's using Google. You're using your friend. What famous actress, you'll understand why I emphasize that here in a second. What famous actress portrayed Chandler's father on Friends? She has him on speed dial. What famous actress portrayed Chandler's father on Friends? Be right back. I think I want brownies. Hey, bring me one back too. It don't look like I'm getting a cupcake. I'm gonna they don't bring me a cupcake real soon. I'm gonna pull the Cartman trick off South Park when Stan's mom went out and got KFC for him and told him they could have the KFC after they help unload the groceries. When the boys went out to get the groceries out of the car, Cartman ate the chicken or ate the skin off all the chicken in the bucket. So I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna lick the icing off all the cupcakes. I'll teach them. Kathleen G's. I can't think of her last name. Um, Her first name was indeed Kathleen. You're on the right track. I just hope and pray by giving the first name you don't turn over the answer to somebody else. Kathleen Turner. You like the way I did that? Turn over the answer to somebody else. Hey, Richie. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight. What series was the first television drama in American history? What series was the first television drama in American history? Good. I'm glad you're doing well, Richie. What series was the first television drama in American history? What series was the first television drama in American history? Believe it or not, it was not Gunsmoke or Bonanza. It was not The Rifleman. In all honesty, it was not a Western. What series was the first television drama in American history? It was not Perry Mason. Nor was it High Chaparral. Throwing out a lot of great answers here, guys. Sadly enough, none of them are the right one. This show was not a Western, and I actually believe this show was not even set in America. I'll throw that out there for you. Maybe you guys can take that little hint and run with it. Yeah, she's stuck on Westerns. It was not Andy Griffith. What series was the first television drama in American history? I do believe, sir, that it was set in Britain. It was not Doc Martin. I do believe this show was set in Britain. Only by the title of it do I believe it was set in Britain. What series was the first television drama in American history? And like I said at the beginning, guys, a lot of these questions I'm asking you are considered easy questions. How much harder do they get? Because I've never even heard of this show before. Okay, then I get to use a member of the audience. Yes, you can. You can use a lifeline to come up with this answer. Because this thing is hard. Yes, you can phone a friend. Sadly enough, those are the only two lifelines that we have. Phone a friend or use a member of the studio audience. Because, well, we can't do an elimination because it's not a multiple choice. So. give you guys about another minute to come up with it. One phone, sorry, one phone a friend press. Was C as led the Queen's Messenger. The Queen's Messenger was the first TV drama in American history. The Queen's Messenger. Now that I have seen that, I have got to try to find reruns of that show to check it out. I've never heard of it before. (1928) was when that show debuted. Do you realize how many televisions were out in 1928? Not very damn many, I'll tell you that. In what series, in what popular American series, did Samantha twitch her nose to make magic happen? Never heard of Operation Black Tom before either until recently. Makes sense. Never heard, wasn't even thought of yet. It was Bewitched. Good job, Squirrel and Terry. Bewitched is the show where Samantha would twitch her nose to make magic happen. Going back to that classic TV show Friends, what was the name of Marcel's monkey? What was the name of Marcel's monkey in Friends? It wasn't her nose, though. Now it's her mouth. Go figure. Mandela effect. Yeah, exactly. I'm almost 4 years old, 1920. Something strange, 7:05 p.m. my time. In chat has JJ typing and Kathleen Turner. What was the name of Marcel's monkey in the TV show Friends? Marcel was the monkey and Ross was his owner. What is the name of the monkey who belongs to Marcel and Friends? Apparently that is worded wrong or something, because they have Katie being the monkey's name and Marcel being the owner of said monkey. So we will skip over that question because obviously the person that come up with it was a bloody idiot. Doctor Who. I would love to find some Whovian questions, bud. I would love to find some Whovian questions. I am a big Doctor Who fan, and I know some of you guys are too. God knows, whenever I use the TARDIS in a video, everybody wants me to use it again. What is the last name of the leading family characters on The Cosby Show? What is the last name of the leading family of characters on The Cosby Show? You had breakfast with Tom Baker, you lucky devil, you. That is cool. It is Huxtable. Good job, Tony. Tom Baker. That is cool. I have my favorite doctor. He shall remain nameless. Still see him on TV once in a while. My daughter likes him too, which amazes me. She likes him from something else, though. All right. It was the Huxtables. Mr. Tony got that. Jay grabbed her up second. Which TV series uses the song Second Time Around as their theme song? What TV series uses the song Second Time Around as their theme song? What TV series uses the song Second Time Around as their theme song? It is 9 minutes after 8, guys. We still got a little bit less than 2 hours to go. What TV series uses the song Second Time Around as their theme song? Hey, Laura. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well tonight. It was not the Brady Bunch. It was not Benny Hill. What TV series uses the song Second Time Around as their theme song? Good. I'm glad you are, Laura. It was Step by Step. Step by Step used the song Second Time Around as their theme song. Good job, Squirrel. Ain't the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend. In the first episodes of Friends, Monica and Rachel live in what apartment number? In the first episodes of Friends, Monica and Rachel live in what apartment number? In the first episodes of Friends, Monica and Rachel live in what apartment number? I think you might be behind just a little bit, Templar. You might need to, you might, It was not room 333. In the first episodes of Friends, Monica and Rachel lived in what apartment number? It is not 3B. Must be my possessed tablet. And we all have a ghost in the machine on occasion. Luckily, my machines have all been kind of ghostless for a few weeks now, so Laura got it, guys. They lived in apartment 5 in the first episodes of Friends. Good job, Laura. It was apartment 5. In what city do the Simpsons live? In what city do the Simpsons live? They live in Springfield. They live in Springfield. Tony got it. Good job, Tony. What famous composer composed the iconic music theme of ABC News? Believe it or not, I've never watched an episode of that. That was a Sunday night staple for my family when I was in school and stuff. My dad insisted that we all spent family time together because, in his own words, he wanted to watch that show to see the numerous ways he could take our asses out if we ever acted like Bart did. And he wanted us to know what those ways were so we could see it coming. What famous composer composed the iconic music theme of ABC News? It was not Mozart. I will give you a hint. I believe that this composer is German. I believe this composer is German. What famous composer composed the iconic music theme of ABC News? Oh, buddy, come on. There we go. We're getting a spinny there for a second. My grandparents were like that. If we were at their house, everyone sat down, stopped talking, and had to watch Lawrence Welk. That was my mom's mom. She loved Lawrence. Mom would sit in there and she'd work her way through it. Us kids would go outside and play. We didn't like Lawrence or his bubbles. So, old repeats. What famous composer composed the iconic music theme of ABC News? Professional paranormal research. Hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the family. Hope you're doing well tonight. That composer, guys, that we are looking for was Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer was the composer who composed the iconic music theme of ABC News. I used to watch Don Ho. I watched Don Ho, and I watched Tony Orlando and Don, and I watched Captain and Tennille. Donnie and Marie, Flip Wilson, Red Buttons, you know, the classics. What color of costume did Jeannie's sister wear in I Dream of Jeannie? Hey, Fishin'. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well tonight. What color of costume, Red Skeleton 2, what color of costume did Jeannie's sister wear in I Dream of Jeannie? She wore green. Good job, Professional Paranormal. I was actually at a Captain and Tennille concert when I was 13. That's cool. I remember when we were real little, my sister had Donnie and Marie dolls. And of course, Donnie had on his little purple socks. Only way I ever had to piss her off as a child was to either take those socks off him and hide them, or just take one of them off and hide them. She would lose her mind if he didn't have both his little purple socks on. But PPR got it right, guys. Jeannie's sister wore a green Jeannie's costume. Going back to Family Guy, what is Stewie Griffin's favorite saying? He says it at least once every episode. I'm going to tell you guys what. I'm going to tell you what. We have watched Family Guy since it first debuted. I'm a huge Seth MacFarlane fan. I love everything he does. I'm going to go on because Stewie has got so many little phrases and sayings that he does in every episode. I'm going to go on and tell you guys this one and move on. What the deuce? What the deuce? This one here is probably more for you ladies than it is for the guys. So I'm going to let y'all roll around on the floor and duke it out looking for the answer to this question. Out of the 4 girls from the TV series and movies Sex and the City, who was the only one to never appear nude on screen? Out of the 4 girls from the TV series and movie Sex and the City, who was the only one to never appear nude on screen? Fastest fingers win on this one. Okay, I'll accept that. The only time I've ever watched it is when I woke up in the middle of the night and the wife's been watching it, or when I happen to go to the bathroom during the daytime when she's off work and she's back in the mood to watch the whole series again. That's the only time I've ever seen it. Sex and the City. Who is the only one of the 4 actresses to never appear nude on screen? Sarah Jessica Parker. Yeah, it was originally Sex in the City. It is Sex and the City now. But yes, Sarah Jessica Parker was the only one to never appear topless, nude, anything in the series or movies. Thank God. All right, let's see here. Hate that show. It's all my ex ever watched. Those sleeping pills she was giving you weren't strong enough. Amen to that. Amen to that. What season of Breaking Bad featured a flustered pizza toss by Walter White? What season of Breaking Bad featured a flustered pizza toss by Walter White? What season of Breaking Bad featured a flustered pizza toss by Walter White? I never did either, Tony. I never did either. It was not season 1, though. It was season 3. Season 3 of Breaking Bad featured a flustered pizza toss by Walter White. Ruining a pizza would never pass my rating board and be removed that year. Hey, you got it. You got it. You cannot ruin pizzas and get away with it. Now, I figure we have enough meth labs popping up and shutting down around here. I don't need to watch it on TV. I just need to take a walk around town. Hell, we've had Amish people making meth in silos out in the middle of their fields within 25 miles of here because the smell dissipates before it hits anybody around them. We always wonder why they got the buggies with the rally rims and the loud stereos and like neon lights inside the cab and stuff like that. You can always tell. What was the name of the first soap opera to air on CBS TV in 1956? What was the name of the first soap opera to air on CBS TV in 1956? What was the name of the first soap opera to appear or to air on CBS TV in 1956? It was not The Edge of Night. Oh, it was not Days of Our Lives. It was As the World Turns. As the World Turns, Terry makes another comeback to lead the pack. She is out by a neck. Good job, Terry. I'm going to give you guys an easy one real quick. Fastest finger wins. Oh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? Dark Shadows was a good show. It is SpongeBob. SpongeBob lives in a pineapple under the sea. Only a stone's throw away. Wow. Stone's throw away from Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Woo-hoo! Jack Bauer killed how many people in 192 hours? Jack Bauer killed how many people in 192 hours? It was not 33. Jack Bauer killed how many people in 192 hours? Y'all go check those brownies before they become blackies. It was not 33, not 192, not 201. Not 192. It was more than 201. It was not 5. Jack Bauer killed how many people in 192 hours? Oh, it was more than 225. I don't want to do the math right now. Give me a roundabout. Oh, less than 267. It was 250. Jack Bauer killed 250 people in 192 hours. 250. In the TV show Martin, what was Martin's girlfriend's name? In the TV show Martin, what was Martin's girlfriend's name? It was a TV show that aired quite a few years ago starring Martin Lawrence. What was his girlfriend's name in the show? It was Gina. Good job, Terry. Gina was Martin's girlfriend's name in the show of the same name. And the last of the easy questions before things start to get hard. What superhero group contains the mightiest heroes named Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles? What amazing, mighty group of superheroes contain the greats like Blossom, Buttercup, and Bubbles? Yeah, you're not going to find this in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's for damn sure. It is the Powerpuff Girls. It is not the Teletubbies. Hope you guys are ready, because now the fun starts. Which MASH character actually served during the Korean War? Which MASH character actually served during the Korean War? It was not Potter. It was not Henry Morgan or Harry Morgan. Which MASH character actually served during the Korean War? It was not McLean Stevenson either, nor was it Alan Alda. Was not BJ. Y'all ain't gonna believe this because he don't seem like he's that old. Jamie Farr. Klinger. actually served during the Korean War? Which actor who starred in the series Seinfeld also voice acted in The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Which actor who starred in the series Seinfeld also voice acted in The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Jason Alexander. Jason Alexander done Hugo in The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Friends of Mine was the original title of what sitcom? Friends of Mine was the original title of what sitcom? It was not Cheers. Was not Friends. Friends of Mine was the original title of what sitcom show? Sitcom. It was not Three's Company, nor The Cosby Show. Was not Seinfeld. It was not Archie Bunker's Place. That was your clue, by the way. I don't get paid near enough to sit up here and dance. Friends of Mine was the original title of what sitcom? It was not the Archies. It was not All in the Family. It was Ellen. The original title of Ellen was Friends of Mine. Good job, Terry. Terry's cleaning up, guys. Thank God the points don't count. I looked it up but cheated, so I didn't answer. At least you're honest, Laura. At least you're honest. Ellen. Ellen. Oh, this is going to take you way back. Yep, DeGeneres. This is going to take y'all way back. At what address did Laverne and Shirley live? At what address did Laverne and Shirley live? At what address did Laverne and Shirley live? Of course, they lived in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Fish knew that. But what was the street address of their apartment building? What was the street address of Laverne and Shirley's apartment building? Good job, fishing, because I had to even think for a second to remember Milwaukee. And then I remembered, oh wait, they worked at Schultz Brewery in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What was the street address of Laverne and Shirley's apartment building? All I remember is Shauna Na. It was not 780 Nap. I will tell you the street name. You got to come up with the number. They lived on Hampton Street. They lived on Hampton Street. What was the number of their apartment? I remember the Hasenpfeffer part. Hasenpfeffer. It was not 21. Tell you what, we could spend all night long coming up with this 3-digit address number. I'm going to go on and tell you guys right now it was 730 Hampton Street. 730 Hampton Street. Good night, Terry. You have a good evening now, and take care of yourself, and we will see you Friday. In the very popular TV series My Two Dads, what were the dads' names? In the very popular TV series My Two Dads, what were the dads' names? Much love back to you, Terry. You have a good evening. Have a good day tomorrow. We'll catch you in a couple days. In the TV series My Two Dads, what were the dads' names? Wish there were questions about shows I watched. I never watched a single episode of My Two Dads. I never watched a single episode. I remember the actress that was on there. I remember one of the dads. I used to watch a TV series with one of those dads as a truck driver who drove around with a monkey. Another one of my family's favorites when it was on. It was Michael and Joey. Michael Taylor and Joey Harris. My Two Dads. Remember My Three Sons, but not My Two Dads. Very true. Who won an Emmy for portraying a marriage counselor in the show Cheers? Who won an Emmy for portraying a marriage counselor in the show Cheers? Bozo the Clown. I remember Bozo too. I used to watch Bozo on WGN out of Chicago every day at noon. It was not Frasier. Frasier was not the marriage counselor. There was a great English actor who was well known long before Cheers ever came out. Who was that person? Who won that Emmy for portraying a marriage counselor on Cheers? $10 till 9 here, guys. Means we got an hour and 10 minutes left. What famous English actor won an Emmy for portraying a marriage counselor on the TV show Cheers? It was John Cleese. Good job, Laura. It was John Cleese. How many episodes was there in the hit TV series Happy Days? How many episodes were there in the hit TV series Happy Days? Thank you, Jan. I appreciate that, dear. Lots. There was lots. Believe it or not, there was well over 100 episodes of Happy Days. Good guess, though. There was 255 episodes in the run of Happy Days. God, what a question, man. I never seen my mom cry so hard as she did when she watched the very last episode of MASH. What was the title of the last episode of MASH? What was the title of the last episode of MASH? That's actually part of it. That's actually part of it, Jan. It's a total of 4 words that compose the title of the last episode of MASH. No, believe it or not, Henry Blake died 4 seasons? 4 seasons before the end of the series. Colonel Potter, I think, was with them for 4 seasons after Henry's plane went down in the China Sea. Goodbye, farewell, and amen. Goodbye, farewell, and amen was the title of the last episode. Dream On first aired on what cable channel? Sea of Japan. Thank you, Jan. You are correct. It was the Sea of Japan that Henry's plane went down. I remember Radar walking into the OR and making the announcement in that episode. Laura, you are correct. Dream On first aired on... no, actually, you are not correct. Oh, my holy fricoli, shiitake shit stuff. It was not MTV. What cable network did Dream On first air? Dream On first aired on what cable network? Sing with me, sing for the US, sing for America, sing for the kids. It was HBO. Good job, Laura. HBO was the first cable network the show Dream On appeared on. Who was President of the United States during the setting of Laverne and Shirley? Who was President of the United States during the setting of Laverne and Shirley. It was not Nixon. It was Eisenhower. Dwight D. Dwight D. was president during the setting of Laverne and Shirley. Who was the primary star of the show My Mother the Car? Who was the primary star of the show My Mother the Car? It was not Fred Gwynn. Good guess, though. But it was not Fred Gwynn. Who was the primary star of the TV series My Mother the Car? I can tell you this much. His father, the primary star's father, well, let's just say he had a problem with Ottomans and things like that when he came home from work. It was Jerry Van Dyke. It was Jerry Van Dyke. Good job, Jay. Jerry Van Dyke was the primary star of My Mother the Car. Was Jerry Van Dyke Dick Van Dyke's brother? I thought it was his dad. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. His brother had a problem with Ottomans and shit. It was before my time, okay? I'm guessing here. A lot of you guys like to remind me that though I feel like I'm the eldest one here, I'm still a pup. I'm guessing. Don't shoot the guesstimator. Moving on. What record-breaking amount of Emmys did the Mary Tyler Show win? What record-breaking amount of Emmys did the Mary Tyler Moore Show win? Only by a few years, Jan. And Laura's younger than I am. And Tony's the youngest of us all. Jay's older than both of us. I'm sure he loves you reminding him of that. About as much as I love it when my 42-year-old wife reminds me how much a 41-year-old wife. Thank God she don't watch my live stream. As much as I love her reminding me that I'm 12 years older than she is. I'm holding 49 as long. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'll be 60 February 25th. Really? I would have never thought, Templar, that you were, well, you'll be 60, I'll be 53 in October. Or no, I'll be 54 in October. So, yeah, I would have never guessed that you were that much older than me. That's right. I'll be 54 in October. My daughter will be 14 in October. So, my hubby's 14 years older, the other 29 years, till he passed away 4 years ago. Wow. I'm trying to not count anymore. I'll be 63 the end of March. Jay will be 65 in February. You guys are still young. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. My dad was born in 1941, March of 1941. My mom was born in 45. So, you guys are still doing good. What record-breaking amount of Emmys did the Mary Tyler Moore Show win? It was more than 18. What record-breaking amount of Emmys did the Mary Tyler Moore Show win? I don't believe there's a comedy series that's won as many Emmys as the Mary Tyler Moore Show won through its entire run. There's been a lot of nominations, but I don't think any of them's won as many. Believe it or not, more than 24. Not 50, not quite that high. Little bit less on that, Laura. Little bit less. Mary Tyler Moore Show won 29 Emmys. 29 Emmys during its entire run. 29. Here's a good one for you. What hit 70s TV series based itself off of an older series called Love American Style? What hit 70s TV series based itself off of an older series called Love American Style? Must have been rigged. Love American Style. It was not The Love Boat. What hit 70s TV series based itself off of an older TV series called Love American Style? It was not Divorce American Style. It was not Fantasy Island. I am Mr. Rourke, your host. Welcome to Fantasy Island. I don't know if anybody's seen the movie that came out here a couple years ago called Fantasy Island. Don't watch it thinking it is going to be a remake of Mr. Rourke and Tattoo running around that island. It ain't nothing like it. What's weird names of TV shows back then? I went to Fantasy Island, was cool, something I did not watch. Weird names of TV shows back then. Thousand points to Big Fish for making probably one of the most wonderful statements during the whole damn thing tonight. They had some weird ass names on those shows back then. What hit 70s TV series based itself off of an older series called Love American Style? Be back, have to take the cat for a walk. Go for it. Kitties need exercise too. We have two little tiny ones living outside now, and our cats get all the exercise they need chasing them back and forth from one end of the house to the other, meowing at them out the door. Yes, Jan, we now have two of them. We have got the little gold one that was here when you were here. Now we've got a little gray one with a flea collar. They live on our back deck. They live underneath our table on the back deck. Santee! Welcome, 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 buddy. Hope you're doing well today. What hit 70s TV series based itself off of an older TV series called Love American Style? By the way, guys, it is 9:09. We have got 50 minutes left in this 3-hour TV history trivia night. It is not the dating game. While you guys are thinking this one over, I'm going to make a run to the in-house real quick. Once again, the one we're looking for here is what hit 70s TV series based itself off of another hit series called Love American Style. And I'll be right back. It was not soap. It was Happy Days. Happy Days based themselves off of the old show Love American Style. Good job, Jay. Thank you, Jan. For those of you that were not in here at the beginning of the stream, we do have brand new decals. These are very, very large decals, as you can see. Almost twice the size of our old decals. Again, thank you, Jan, for getting those decals for us. I very much appreciate that. What role did the actor Ted Cassidy play in the Addams Family? What role did the actor Ted Cassidy play in the Addams Family? Yeah, everybody needs Living Histories, Mysteries, Three-Eyed Raven Productions decal on their vehicle. He did not play Lurch. What role did the actor David Cassidy play, or Ted Cassidy, I'm sorry, Ted Cassidy. What character did Ted Cassidy play on the Addams Family? I knew if I tried I'd get that out. That's almost as bad as the video coming out tomorrow, guys, and the Cylon problem that I had. Make sure and watch it to the end. You'll see how bad I blotched up several takes. Several takes in making that video. He did not play it. He did not play Uncle Fester. What role did Ted Cassidy play in the Addams Family? It was not Pugsley. It was Thing. Ted Cassidy played the Hand in the Addams Family. I didn't know how to throw a clue out for that. You know, maybe closer to Halloween I'll figure something out, but I found no, I just couldn't, you know. Well, this will bring back some memories. This next question, I knew somebody would put their finger on it. That's good. That is good. What actress played Janet Trigo, the bank secretary, in the Beverly Hillbillies? What actress played Janet Trigo, the bank secretary, in the Beverly Hillbillies? What actress played Janet Trigo, the bank secretary in the Beverly Hillbillies? She had a very, very illustrious career and even knew an artist named Wojciech Frachowski. It was not Nancy Culp. That was the one who played Miss Jane. But who played Janet Trigo, the bank secretary? Come on, historians. She had a very famous husband. How can I do this? And met a sad, untimely end. Later to die terribly. Thank you, Templar. It was Sharon Tate. It was Sharon Tate that played Nancy Trigo, or Janet Trigo, on the Beverly Hillbillies. I couldn't think of how to lay a clue out for that without sounding like an uncaring bastard. I just couldn't figure out how to do it. Thank you so much. What character on Friends often yelled, "We were on a break"? What character on Friends often yelled, "We were on a break"? It was Ross. Hated Friends, never watched. Doing no such thing. Charles Manson was actually from a town 15 minutes from me. I did not know that. Very interesting, Jan. In the hit TV series Andy Griffith, what did Deputy Barney Fife keep in his shirt pocket? In the hit TV series Andy Griffith, what did Deputy Barney Fife keep in his shirt pocket? He kept his one and only bullet in his shirt pocket. Good job, Tony. Good job, Jan. There's Templar coming up. Jay, it was his one and only bullet. The same thing that Dirty Dan makes Santee do. Keep his one and only bullet in his pocket. This will bring back some memories too. What did George Costanza's wife die of? What did George Costanza's wife die of? And go figure, Terry's gone now. She cannot phone her friend who wrote for Seinfeld. Now it's up to you guys to figure out the answer. What did George Costanza's wife die of? It was not boredom. She was continuously doing something that ultimately caused her death. I'm sorry, who was George Costanza? That was Jason Alexander's character in Seinfeld. It was not smoking. My sister worked for someone who lived just miles down the road from Mayberry. She's also an animal advisor on Mutual of Omaha. Very cool. It was not skydiving. It was something that everybody done on a regular basis before the internet. Prior to those days when those famous words, "you've got mail," became popular. It was not talking on the phone. It was not reading a book. The library bookshelf fell on her. Tony, you are really, really close with your answer. It has to do with the post office. Well, it has to do with the post. Let's put it that way. It was not a library bookshelf. It was not typing. She was not hit by a mail truck. She was not hit by a car going to the mailbox. But again, very, very close and related to the actual answer. Hey, Adam. Good to see you, bud. She died from a paper cut on an envelope, of an envelope. You know, only because the answer is not completely clear right here, I'm going to give that one to Templar. She died from licking envelopes. She died from licking envelopes. It don't say if she died from an infected paper cut. It doesn't say if she got poisoned by too much glue. It doesn't say what. All it says is she died from licking envelopes. So I'm going to go on and give that to Templar. Good job with she died from a paper cut from an envelope. And we'll leave it at that. But then again, hey, whoever said Seinfeld made sense? Moving right along. Which character from the TV show The Office becomes a fugitive in the final season? Which character from the TV show The Office becomes a fugitive in the final season? I got one in real time for once. Yes, you did. I'm sorry, Laura. The question was in the TV series Seinfeld, what did George Costanza's wife die of? It doesn't really say, you know, if it was an infection from a paper cut or she got stoned licking envelope glue or what the hell, you know. It doesn't say. Okay, I never watched The Office, guys, so I don't know first names. It gives a name here, a last name, I'm guessing, because it doesn't sound like a first name. I can tell you, though, that the name they give me is shared with a Christian rock band from the early 2000s. Even though they always said they weren't a Christian rock band, all of their songs were kind of Christian rocky. It was Creed. Creed Bratton. I guess it was a first name. Oh, Tony, if I could only be Striper. There's doubtful anything that they could throw Striper at me that I wouldn't already know the answer for. Seen those guys in concert in Indianapolis in 1987. For being a Christian rock band, it was probably the best concert I ever seen in my life. Those dudes could rock 16,000 people like it was nothing. The answer was Creed. In the show Full House. In the show Full House, who wore fake teeth? In the TV show Full House, who wore fake teeth? And it could be Apollo Creed's son from Rocky. That's very Creedy too. I like John Bon Jovi better. We know. Believe it or not, it was not Uncle Joey. It was not Rebecca. Could be Assassin's Creed. It was not Uncle Jesse either. Wasn't Danny. It was not Jodie Sweetin. Very good point, Templar. But honestly, I was around from the very beginning of Bon Jovi. I never seen that man living on a prayer. It was not DJ either. Candace Cameron. Wasn't DJ. Good night, Santee. You have a good evening, my friend. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you later, bud. Well, we pretty much eliminated all the characters. Believe it or not, it was both of the Olsen twins. Both of the Olsen twins, as much money as those girls had, Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen, neither one had perfect teeth. They made them wear fake teeth to get that big, beautiful smile that they showed off in that show in every episode. They had the twins wearing fake teeth during Full House. What actress lied about her age to get the part in that 70s show? Which actress lied about her age to get the part in that 70s show? Hmm. The Russian chick. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it was Mila Kunis. She lied about her age to get her part in the 70s show. Because of the subject matter in most episodes, they wanted everybody to be over the age of 18. She was not. But she lied about her age and got the part and was so good at it, even when they found out how old she really was, she kept her part. Mila Kunis. Here's a nice crossover question for you. Steve Urkel from the TV show Family Matters made a guest appearance on what other sitcom? Steve Urkel from the show Family Matters made a guest appearance on what other sitcom? Full House. Steve Urkel made a one-time guest appearance on Full House as Steve Urkel. Here's a good one for you. What world-renowned actor received a nomination for an Emmy playing the same character on 3 different sitcoms? What character or what actor received a nomination for an Emmy playing the same character on 3 separate sitcoms? What actor won a nomination for an Emmy playing the same character on 3 separate sitcoms? It was Kelsey Grammer. Kelsey Grammer won an Emmy nomination for playing Frasier on 3 separate sitcoms. In the old coming-of-age TV show Boy Meets World, how many actors played Topanga's parents? In the old coming-of-age TV series Boy Meets World, how many different actors played Topanga's parents? It's alright, Laura, if you got them little sausage fingers and they hit all kinds of keys on there. It's alright. We all have them little fingers from time to time. Take care, Tony. You have a good evening, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll catch you here in a couple days. It was not 4. It was not 4. It was 5. 5 different people played her parents. Played Topanga's parents on Boy Meets World. Yeah, see? See what I mean about fat fingers? That's what happens when you need to feed fish. Feed fresh. Cylon, blah, 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 blah. In what city was Cheers set? In what city was Cheers set? It was set in Boston. Boston. It was set in Boston. Good job, fishing. Good job, Adam. It was at a bar in Boston. Good job, Jay. Oh, here we go. I remember this from back in the day. Which comic book featured the little character? I'm sorry. Which comic book featured the title character from Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Which comic book featured the title character from Sabrina the Teenage Witch? And we are down to 17 minutes. We almost made it 3 hours together, y'all. Which comic book featured the title character from Sabrina the Teenage Witch? It was not Boobarilla. Actually, this was a comic book mostly read by teenage girls in the late 60s, early 70s, that also spawned a cartoon series, a real life series, and an actual music career. It was Archie's Madhouse. Archie and the Archies featured Sabrina the Teenage Witch in their comic book long before the series was ever conceived. The Cheers bar can be seen in the Fallout 4, the game, including the skeletons of the actors. Wow, I didn't know that. And Josie and the Pussycats as well. Long before the movie ever came out. Long before they had their own TV series. All right, let's see here. What was the nickname of the quarters of the surgical staff on MASH? What was the nickname of the quarters of the surgical staff on MASH? It was the Swamp. Good job, Adam. It was the Swamp. The Swamp. In the long running and one of my favorite TV series, Big Bang Theory, who had selective mutism? In the long running series, Big Bang Theory, who had selective mutism? It was not Sheldon. I never known. In 12 seasons, I never seen Sheldon be mute from nothing. Yeah, it was the Indian dude. It was Raj. Raj had selective mutism. For the first few seasons, he could only speak to women after he's been drinking. Now, once he got drunk, he had no problem running his mouth. But he had to be drinking to be able to talk to women, or even talk around women. I have that when my bosses are around. I pretend I can't hear them. So you suffer from selective deafness. Smart man. Smart man. Talk about a late great actor. What character on Cheers is the resident con artist? My pleasure, Laura. It's good having you in here tonight. You take care, and hopefully we see you more in here. It was Harry. Of course, on Cheers, he went by Harry the Hat. Harry Anderson later played Judge Harry on Night Court. Sadly died at a very young age. Great actor. Great actor. But yes, it was Harry. Harry the Hat, the local con artist. On the hit TV series Everybody Loves Raymond, who had a bedwetting problem? On the hit TV series Everybody Loves Raymond, who had a bedwetting problem? It was Robert. Robert had a bedwetting problem on Everybody Loves Raymond. Gotta run. Good night, Adam. We will catch you later, bud. We're all about to run in 10 minutes. We are 10 minutes short of 3 hours, guys. This is our longest trivia night yet. Bill Murray appeared as the first guest of what late night talk show in 1982? Bill Murray appeared as the first guest in what late night talk show in 1982? Bill Murray appeared as the first guest on what late night talk show in 1982? It was not Jimmy Fallon. Bill Murray appeared as the first guest on what late night talk show in 1982? And of course, just for giggles, I'll let you guys know that this late night talk show host graduated from Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana. It was not Jay Leno. Bill Murray appeared as the first guest on What Late Night Talk Show in 1982. This talk show host was a graduate of Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana. David Letterman. Bill Murray was the very first guest on the very first episode of Late Night with David Letterman. What actor plays Marty Bird in Ozark, the drama series? Good job, Jay. Good job. What actor plays Marty Bird in Ozark, the drama series? And I didn't look that one up. What actor plays Marty Bird in Ozark, the drama series? Now, if you go family line to TV family line, this young male actor would have been brothers with Alex P. Keaton. It was Jason Bateman. What's the relation? Jason Bateman's sister Justine played Alex P. Keaton's sister on their TV series together. I just give you the answer to that one. That won't work. The Connor family from the TV series Roseanne lives in what state? The Connor family from the TV series Roseanne lives in what state? The Connor family from the TV series Roseanne lives in what state? Hey, KG. Good to see you. Glad you could make it in here at the end. We got about 2.5 minutes left, but I'm glad you stopped by anyway. The Connor family from the TV series Roseanne lives in what state? This isn't right, but they would fit in some areas in eastern Ohio. Oh, close. It's in the Midwest. And Jay got it. It is Illinois. They live in a suburb of Chicago. But all right, guys. We've got about a minute and a half left. That is it for tonight. Good job to everybody who threw out the answers tonight. And good job to everybody who came in here and him-hawed and just had a good old time. That's what it's all about. If y'all can't come in and laugh it up and have a good old time together, what the hell we do this for? It don't always just got to be about history. Got one sword to put that in your history book. Yeah, there you go. Always look for that silver lining on that cloud. That's it. I'm out. See everybody Friday. Time to hit the sack. 5 a.m. is very... Yes, it is. Go get yourself some sleep, bud. 2 more days. And you got your weekend. 2 more days of dealing with a big long list of bungholes. But, like I said, after that, you got a weekend. So, next time do trivia on Bon Jovi. I wish I could find just trivia on Bon Jovi. Maybe I'll look for some music trivia. We'll see what I can find. 3 more days. Oh God, he's got to work Saturday. Buying your train ticket at midnight. Good girl. Hopefully you and the Wookenstein will be able to make it up here to see me while you're here. Be just one more person I get to check off my list. Or 2 more peoples I get to check off my list. But hey guys, that's it. We've been here for 3 hours doing TV history trivia. Again, congrats on everybody who threw out answers. And everybody who just played around. So, me too, light, 2:30. Oh God, yep. Get some sleep. Get some sleep. We'll catch y'all here in a couple days, Friday morning for morning coffee and chat. But until then, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll talk to y'all later.